This is our walking horse gelding, Ed's White Lightning, and Eric's working with him here. He's had a year off, and I think he put about 60 or 90 days on him. But when I say that, he's probably doing like 2-3 days a week, working with him, you know. And then we turned him out to mature a little bit, like I said we do. And he's in one of the videos, one of my videos, I think it's called like Starting Young Horses or something like that. So this is what we do, and he's 3+ years old right now. So, you know, see how he was just crow hopping a little bit there? So Eric is going to discourage that by making him face him and say, hey, don't get like that. You don't, you know. When we first saddle him, he's been saddled a bunch, and when they first move out, if they do that, we allow like one bucking kind of sort of thing. And then after that, we shut it down because we don't want them to think that that's an option.
Well, see you later.
See you, bro. See you, brother. So we, this is what we do, how we do it here. And if you look closely, I'm gonna try to zoom in here. If you look closely, he's got a rope halter on, and he's got a snaffle bit, but it's just hanging in the head stall of it. It's not connected to anything. So that's just him learning how to pack it and carry it. So see, he's getting a little bit worked up about that stuff moving on him, touching on him and everything. And so we'll get him going really well. So like I said, we do this, and I don't like to, I try not to, I don't like to edit this stuff out. So if you're the kind of person that, I don't know, you're real critical or whatever, you'll have a field day with this kind of stuff because you're used to seeing stuff where people have filtered it all out. We don't filter it out. He said he's feeling all his alfalfa. We got some really good alfalfa hanging. But like I said, we don't filter it out. I want you to see this. So when you work with your horse, and it does this and it doesn't behave like somebody else's video where, you know, he's behaving perfectly, and you won't think you're nuts, you know? I mean, because horses will do this kind of stuff. See how he's kind of like, he's kind of wanting to, see how he's kind of wanting to crow hop there a little bit? Yeah. So that's the kind of thing that they do. It's no big deal. It's not a bad horse, or he's not put some sort of label on him. He's nothing. He's just a horse. This is what they do. They normally do this kind of stuff, and you just have to work through it with them. And like I say in like my other videos, I say we try to stress them out in a controlled manner, so that they see that they can trust us. See him blowing out? That's a sign. That's a good sign. So now he's available. He's on our website, walkinghorses.com, and he is a gray horse. He's a black base color, and he'll turn gray, so he'll be a white horse. He'll get dappily gray and all that stuff as he changes. And he'll get bigger than he is. Like I said, he's only 3, so he probably put probably another hand on tall. And he's a sweet horse. This is a really good horse here. And we got a lot of distractions. I got a skid steer over here, so we get a lot of distractions here. So our horses aren't living in a bubble. But anyhow, if this is the kind of thing you're interested in, check with us. I don't think I have a price on him or anything yet. But when he's ready, you can get him at any point. obviously. But he's a really nice horse. And like I was gonna, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm putting all their videos in their playlist, their own personal playlist. So his registered name is Ed's White Lightning. And since the registered names are all unique, it's kind of like a social security number, their playlists are named the same way, so you can search their playlists. And if you go to our YouTube channel, and you can check out the playlist, and you can watch his progress. And just like you saw him crow hopping there, I don't really edit anything out, and so you'll see the process, and you can apply that to maybe a horse you're working with, or maybe just like to watch the stuff and learn, or you can see where he's come from, and as he improves and gets better and better with each session, you can watch his status and where he is and everything. So Eric was just trying to see where his mind is, and he'll probably get on him right now. And like I said, if you look closely, you see that it's the rope halter. You're not doing anything with the bit other than it's just hanging there. So he flexes his head over to him, and that way if he were to run off, he'd have some control of him. He wouldn't just take off and take him for a ride. So that's what we do too. Like when we first get on him, we just sit there. We don't get him moving. We just sit there. Except the first ride, you know, you'll want the horse to move. You don't want him to start moving out. But once they know how to move out, we sit there with them, because you don't want the horse to think the minute you sit your butt in the saddle, it's time to go, because then they'll start to go even before you get your butt in the saddle. And we really work on getting them to stand to be mounted. See, like all our horses, when we get them riding, or they're riding horses, they'll all just stand to be mounted really well. Yeah. And see how those ones that are tied up in the background, that's called hanging a horse. We hang the horses so they learn how to be patient and just deal with that kind of stuff. And that's also really handy when you go horse camping, because a lot of places you'll have these high lines tied around where you can tie your horse, and our horses will all be used to doing that, and they'll just be standing there relaxed like that and not freak out. So that's really nice. But you can see he's doing really well. See how he's just lightly getting him to give and flex. Oh, he was afraid of that banner. So there's a banner over here too, see? So he's wondering, like, watch, he'll probably spook when he comes by. See, right there, yeah. Ooh! Little kick out there. So he's doing pretty well here. Little kick out. And I think that had to do with that banner, and then being told to go, and a little bit of protesting, thinking like, don't you see there's a banner there? Yeah. See, so you hear him, he's kissing, making kissing sound, he's getting him going, moving out. There, he just thought stop, and stop for him. So there he goes. Just flex him a little bit, get him to turn that way. he's still looking at that banner. Not as worried about it. Just trying to get him to go here. So he'll keep the pressure on. He will not stop the pressure when he starts doing that kick out like that. I think he's kicking out at the banner a little bit. You see Eric's just really relaxed about it. He's not freaking out. He's not putting some sort of extra stress on him, like where he's worried or anything, where the horse thinks he has something to worry about. He's pro hopping quite a bit here though.
Got to stop now.
That's a nice stop, yeah. He does protest a little bit.
Yeah, he's not wanting to go. That's all right.
Yeah. He doesn't have to want to. That's what my one friend would always say to her kids. She'd say, they say, well, I don't want to, Mom. And she'd say, that's okay. You don't have to want to.
Good boy.
You hear him saying, good boy, he's praising him and stuff. They have a little kick. That's what Junior did with me a little bit the other day. Kick out like that a little bit. Now Eric was telling me, he goes, he doesn't, when they kick out like that, sometimes people will, you know, crack him harder or something like that. He goes, that just makes him want to fight more, he found. So if you notice, he doesn't really increase it at all. He just keeps it steady.
He likes to stop.
Yeah. You can tell what he's thinking, right? He's thinking stop. Yeah. So, like he just keeps the pressure up until he complies and goes a little faster, but he doesn't ramp it up. You follow? He doesn't like hit him hard or anything. He just keeps it up until they go and comply. He doesn't want to get in a fight with him. He just wants him to go, you know, forward, maybe speed it up. So. There he's just touch. See it? He won't even touch him if he doesn't have to. See, if you can get him to move without touching, that's even better. See, because he's got his leg on him, his inside leg, see? And he's touching with his calf. And then he brought his hand up there and held it like he was gonna, you know, smack him on the rear end, and he didn't. The horse moved, so why? You don't have to smack him, just do that, right? But it's important, you know, this is what you want your horse to be able to do. You want to be able to go different speeds and not get worried and not get cantankerous and all that kind of stuff. And you just have to take them up through the speeds and make it a good experience and desperately try not to reinforce the wrong thing by bad timing of when you release. So this is Ed's White Lightning. Check out his playlist and follow him like that. Also, make sure you like and subscribe and put a comment in the comment section below. I like to hear from people, what you're thinking. And also check out our new artwork and stuff that you get on t-shirts and stuff. It's pretty cool. It says some of my best friends are horses. I think it's kind of cool. It's got a couple of happy looking horses on it. Yeah, I think he's doing well. See how he's putting on his neck there. Getting him to learn to give with that slight touch there. So he's got his leg on too. There. So even the slightest step, he rewarded that. Doing well. Not bad for being off a year. So So like I said, I'm not polishing and cutting this stuff out so you can see what it's like. So he's a three-plus-year-old horse right now. That's Ed's White Lightning. Thanks for watching. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.